Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Up LowMax back with another legendary video. And in today's video, we're gonna be talking about, is the trucking game oversaturated? Look, I had posted well, I didn't post, I had commented on a post. I'm a part of this Black Fathers group on Facebook or whatever, and there was a guy on there that made a post and was talking about how he was working a job where he was only making like $18 or whatever, and he was wanting to buy a house, but it seemed like, you know, he just wasn't making enough money and he felt like he wasn't gonna never get there. And long story short, he was asking for career suggestions, you know, like he said, I'm willing to go back to school, whatever it takes, you know, I just want to get something that's gonna make me more money. So obviously my number one comment was get your CDLs, you know, and I had read through a decent amount of the comments. It was like 300 comments, and people was talking about all of this stuff that you got to go to school for a long ass time for, and nobody was really saying trucking. So I said get your CDLs, you know, because when I think about what getting my CDLs did for me, I'm like, bro, it's a no-brainer, you know, like this dude already got kids, you know, he got a wife or whatever, you know. I'm guessing he not in a position to go back to school for 4 years and then start making money and then start saving and all of that, you know. I'm guessing, you know, he want to do it, you know, as quick as possible. So my suggestion would be to get your CDLs. You know, we all know that CDL school is, you know, 6 to 8 weeks or whatever, you know, and after that, you know, you can come into at least $50,000 to $60,000 job, you know, right off the bat, and then within a year or two, you know, you can work your way up to making a decent amount of money or whatever per year. So, you know, my comment was get your CDL. And then, you know, this guy replied to it and he was like, don't get your CDL, there's a surplus of drivers, you know. And that kind of made me mad because, first of all, I don't think nobody has the right to tell anybody to not get their CDLs just because they feel like it's too many drivers, you know. Like, and maybe it is too many drivers, I don't know. That's something that, you know, I want to discuss with you all. Like, please leave me some comments down in the comment section and tell me if you think it's too many drivers, or tell me why you think it's too many drivers, you know. Because in my opinion, I don't believe that there's too many drivers, you know. I do feel like there's too many people coming into game trying to start these trucking companies, you know. I feel like it's too many people trying to be owner operators, which is making the freight rates go down because there's too many people trying to compete against each other as companies or whatever. But I don't feel like it's too many drivers, you know, because there's so many lanes of trucking. You know, we talking about just flat out dry van, we talking about reefer, tanker, dump trucks, box trucks, you know, we got to consider what is that called, expedited freight, where they use the little vans. We got log trucks, we got freaking chemical trucks, flatbedders, car haulers. Like, it's so many different types of trucking that I feel like it's not oversaturated with drivers, you know, because every time I look up, it's a company, bigger companies hiring drivers, you know. But I don't know. I just don't believe that it's a surplus of drivers. And I feel like the post, his response to my comment on the post rubbed me the wrong way, just because I feel like, you know, if a person want to better themselves, I'm not going to tell them to not get their CDLs just because I don't want nobody to step on my toes. Like, or I think somebody gonna come in and compete against me. Like, I ain't never really been that type of person. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm the type of person that's gonna tell people, yeah, bro, this changed my life. Go get your CDLs. It could possibly change your life. Like, I don't care if they come to where I'm working and literally working right next to me, competing for the same routes or whatever. I don't care. You know, because at the end of the day, you know, if somebody want to better their life, and I know that trucking can help somebody better their life, I'm gonna tell them to do it. Like, because this dude is in a situation where he want to do better for his family. You know, I'm not gonna tell him not to get his CDLs for my own selfish reasons. You know, I'm not gonna tell him not to get his CDLs because, you know, I think that the game is oversaturated. I don't really care if it's oversaturated. Everything is oversaturated. Like, it's a million of forklift drivers. It's a million of everything, bro. Like, everything is oversaturated. So, I mean, like, you know, unless you go up to, like, shit that's hard to get, like, you know, you got to go to school for 10 years to be a doctor. Obviously, that's not as saturated as trucking, but everything is oversaturated, bro. Like, it's billions of people on this planet, bro. Like, everything is oversaturated by now. Like, so I just feel like, you know, you can't tell somebody, oh, don't do this because there's too many people already doing it. It don't matter. If that's what that person want to do, let them do it. If that's what they want to become in life, let them do that shit. Like, you can't tell nobody that they can't do something for your own selfish reasons. Like, I really did not like that shit, you know. And then, you know, the dude tried to say, like, well, how long you been driving? I'm like, bro, I've been driving damn near 5 years, you know. Like, and I don't give a fuck if you've been driving 30 years. Like, in my opinion, if you've been driving 30 plus years, you need to go and get on about your business. You need to go ahead and retire, bro, so you can make room for the young dudes that's trying to get in the game. You done had 30 years to do something with this shit. You done had 30 years to stack your bread up and buy you a house or start you a business or whatever the case may be, whatever you want to do. Like, you done had 30 years to take advantage of this opportunity. So I think that them dudes that's been in the game way too damn long, you need to go ahead and retire and clear way for the young people that need to use this career to better themselves. Like, don't tell nobody, oh, don't get in the game because it's oversaturated. You're going to make it harder on me. Man, get out the way then. Like, you know, I don't know. That shit just really rubbed me the wrong way. Like, you know, like, because, you know, that dude he can hit the streets and sell some drugs. You know, he can fucking start robbing people because he need money. But he came on there to ask for something that can better himself, and y'all want to get on the post and tell him not to do something. Like, I don't really like that shit, you know. I'ma always, when I see somebody trying to better themselves, that's what my whole channel is about. That's why I named it Level Up LowMax, because I want to see people level up. I want to help people level up. So when I see somebody constructively trying to find ways to better themselves, I'm gonna tell them whatever that I know from my experience that they can better themselves. And the man was asking for job suggestions and what he can do to make more money for his family and provide for his family. And I know that trucking can provide him a great income so he can provide for his family. I'm going to tell him to do it. And I'm going to tell him how to do it. I'm going to tell him, bro, you got to go to school this. You got to look for this. And just like my last video, I'm going to tell him how to try to get that shit for free. On my soul. Like, I don't like nobody that try to like push people down or like keep information from people. Like what they call it, gatekeeping. I don't like people that be trying to gatekeep shit. Like, how you gonna gatekeep something and it's not yours to gatekeep? You know, that man got just as much right to become a truck driver as you did when you became a truck driver 100 years ago. So y'all can miss me with all of that, but let's have a discussion about it. Please tell me why y'all think the trucking industry is oversaturated. Because I think it's oversaturated with people trying to be owner-operators. You know, I think it's oversaturated with people coming in here, starting these companies, and they not running them right. And then they making the shit hard for all the other companies that did it the right way, that can actually give people a good job. It's too many companies out here. It's too many people starting these little fleets, and then wanting to hire drivers and not doing right by drivers and all of that shit, and taking these cheap ass rates and all of that shit. Like, I feel like that's the problem. You know, I don't feel like it's drivers just becoming drivers. Like, no, I feel like it's people coming in, starting these little companies and not running them right. You know, that's my opinion. But, you know, that's my rant for the day. You know, that shit kind of rubbed me the wrong way, and I was like, you know what? I'm finna make a video about it. I'm finna take it to YouTube and see what they know, what they got to say about it. So leave me some comments down in the comments, please. Let's have an open discussion. I would definitely like to, you know, keep this conversation going, because it has been a conversation for a little while. You know, I see a lot of older dudes talking about, oh man, there's too many dudes coming in the game that don't need to be drivers. Who are you to say that they don't need to be drivers, bro? Who are you to qualify them as a driver or not? When you pass that CDL test and they give you a CDL, you're a professional driver, period. Like, I don't care about all of this. Oh, you gotta drive a stick. You gotta have this many years up under your belt. Legally, and in the eyes of the United States, once that person passes that CDL test and get that CDL in their name, they are a professional driver. It ain't nothing else you can tell me. I don't want to hear none of that other stuff. But, you know, that's all I'm gonna say about that, man. Just please leave me some comments down in the comments. Let's have a discussion about it. Let's have a debate. You know, please tell me why y'all think the trucking game is oversaturated. But that's all I got for y'all today, man. It's your boy, Level Up LowMax, checking out.